How y'all doing? My name's Ruben, and I'm with 5 Minute Warning. I appreciate the fact that you've downloaded our episode today. But of course, just to let you know, we are live on Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can join and talk with us and everything. You can check us out on Twitch. You can check us out on YouTube. Just put in 5 Minute Warning and join us live on the show every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you for downloading this episode, and we'll talk to you soon.
The following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5-Minute Warning.
So I'm doing all this, and I spent the better part, because I did a peach cobbler today too, and I spent the better part of the day cooking food. And I'm like, this is why takeout is going to be the bane of our existence that we choose not to get away from.
Gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
Welcome to a brand new episode of 5 Minute Warning. Of course, always is your man, Ruben, in the house on the internet. And I'm never by myself. Of course, as always, I'm with my cousin AG.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
Oh man, things are beautiful. Things are beautiful. Sorry we're a little late, but you know, it is what it is. Lives happen, and so does time. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump all body into this shit right here. So this week I want us to talk about a different situation that we really don't talk about a lot, really, because for the most part it doesn't necessarily affect AG and I directly. It could possibly affect Mo B directly, but we're going to talk a little bit about school shootings, because there's an understanding, there's a thought, but when it's all said and done, we're going to hit you with some facts. And then after we hit you with some facts, we're going to go ahead and talk about the school shooting aspect of itself. What's going on today, Mo B?
What's up, man?
So, first of all, in our lifetime, we've unfortunately seen more school shootings than anybody should ever see, right? Like, there's Columbine, there's Sandy Hook, there's Uvalde in Texas. Like, there's a whole bunch of them. But what I want to talk about before we get into opinions and thoughts and feelings, I want us to talk about numbers. Now, first of all, one thing that all three of those have in common is the perpetrator was Caucasian. All right. However, looking at numbers, as far as school shootings go, as a whole, 53% more school shootings are done by black people. Now, here's the thing. They broke it up in a couple different sections, right? There is the rampage. Oh my God, I'm going to shoot everybody because my life sucks. And then it's nah, brother, I'm just shooting your ass. So, of course, in the rampage only part, I'm shooting everybody because my life sucks. Mostly white people. Compromise 55 to 65% of those perpetrators, where black individuals account for only 10 to 17%. So my first question is, before I continue on, gentlemen, I mean, just doing the numbers, that's 65 to 83%. Bro, we're missing like a huge percentage out there of stuff that we don't necessarily hear about. So whether they did not give me any numbers on the extra. Any idea of, are we talking we got to be real here. We got to be talking race. We've removed the black people, we removed the white people. who else is there? Just everybody else is like, oh, we're like 1-2%, and every once in a while this Chinese dude blows up a school, like, or whatever. Talk to me. What do y'all think?
Man, I don't know. I've been kind of struggling with the question since you posted it. But now that I hear you talk about it, honestly, we don't. Well, no. Honestly, what I hear, we don't really talk about anything else other than those two. Those two categories is all anybody's really keeping tabs on, as far as I hear about. I just saw something online. I was looking up, trying to prepare a little bit, and there are all types of reasons why. And then there's all sorts of racial and ethnic groups involved. But for me, it seems to be like when somebody wants to create a narrative, that's the fodder that's used. And then people that look like us have to come behind the people that's making the narrative and go, well, wait a minute. We might shoot you up because you owe me drug money, but you're a sociopath. And then that's the end of the conversation. And actually the Uvalde thing was, I thought that kid was Hispanic. I thought. So, I
could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. And
then locally, with respect to the three people that are here, they had the black dude that did something out of character at the City Hall complex down in Virginia Beach.
Heard about that.
So honestly, man, I don't know if the media does a very good job at helping us understand gun violence.
Okay.
In general. Because to me, it really is a racial thing. It's a tool for the media to use to create the narrative they want to create to make mainstream America feel better about themselves. And so that's kind of what I get from it, especially once I look it up and you see all these different categories and everything else. But the sociopathic, I don't know, man. It seems like, the really bad, mentally, skewed behavior is what we're talking about. And, you got this dude that's live streaming and got a gun I feel like he's got a gun mounted to he got a camera mounted to his gun, and he's going around just slaughtering people. Generally, black people don't do that. Now, we will shoot you in the face if you owe me money, especially if it's drug money. And that, like I said before, the media loves that, but they won't tell you the real truth about who's doing the most heinous crimes. Now, a murder's a murder, don't get me wrong. But when you walk into a school with an AR and you're laying waste to little kids and defenseless teachers, that's different. Like y'all teach me on this show all the time, there's levels to this. So, and black people generally at the cookout when these things happen. So that's kind of my take on it. I don't know if that's actually what you wanted to talk about, but that's my take on the situation in its entirety as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
But media doesn't really do a good job at breaking it up and really helping you understand who's perpetrating these crimes and why. Because there's certainly information out there for sure. Because I just looked it up in the little time I spent on it. It was like, wow, I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Moby?
Well, gun violence disproportionately affects people of color. And that is the narrative that media likes to roll with, because that's the part that makes A, white people feel safe, and B, white people feel like they're not the problem. So there you can find so many statistics that, chances are when somebody gets shot, it's black people involved. And you can find ways to create that narrative. However, when we're talking about the issue of mass shootings, nobody ever talks about that statistic, because if they did, because there actually is research on that.
Yep.
84 or 85% of every mass shooting since 1984 has been a white person. 84.
Yeah.
I mean, It's just the numbers are what they are. Now, granted, how do you define mass shooting? I guess more than one person getting shot in a crowded area, it would be a mass shooting. I don't know how they define mass shooting, but like most of them, like generally when you hear about a large group of people getting shot on random, it's pretty safe to say that the person's white. It's pretty safe to say it. Now, that's not the narrative they say, because they go, well, you know, most gun violence is perpetrated by black people. That's the narrative. I'm like, yeah, but kind of like what AG said, it's kind of a personal thing. Like not saying that bullets have names and innocent people don't get shot, but once again, I've always, in good, bad, or indifferent, it's just what has been prevalent in the experiences I've had. When I hear about somebody getting shot, unfortunately, one of the first questions I'm generally asked is, the fuck did he do? What the fuck did she do? Now, I'm not saying whatever they did justified getting shot. I'm simply saying, in my experience, like, I don't know too many. Like, I know they love to portray it on the gangster movies where like an initiation is going to kill an innocent person, but that really ain't how shit happens in real life. Usually when somebody gets shot, there's a reason. It's never justifiable, but like it generally is. Like,
sometimes, man, you might not be justified, but you can understand it. How about that?
Very different statements. I can sometimes understand why a motherfucker got shot, but typically when you hear about like, oh man, so and so shot up a building, it's like, oh, okay, what white person was upset that day? Like, once again, I've used it before, but like, think about how surprised all three of us were, because we were all in separate places in life. When we saw the DC sniper was black, we was like, yo.
Actually, he was African or some shit, right?
Once again,
it doesn't
he
matter.
Wasn't white.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, non-white. Once again, African's black, Ruben. I know it's weird to say that, but yeah, he's black.
Bro, all I'm saying to that is, if you meet an African, they say they're African. You say they're black, they get offended, and I'm just like,
well, there needs to be context, and that's why I'm laughing, because if he black in this country, Africa, Haitian, Jamaican, doesn't matter.
Exactly.
He black. Not unless there's something in the news that makes it even more salacious if he is Haitian, African, or whatever.
Exactly.
That's just like Mike Tirico was Italian.
Nah, that's a whole
different ball game, man.
Yeah, you're batting a zero right now, sir.
I mean, I bring that up for the point.
No, okay. you brought that up just to like dig at Tirico, and that's okay. I'm here for it, but like it didn't apply.
She can't take it. I'm not wrong.
But yeah, like, you know, narratives matter, especially in media. And here's the thing, man. Is this black guy saying that the media has intentionally said, hey, we want to paint black people in a negative light? Yes, that's exactly what the fuck I'm saying, because that's what gets ratings, and that's what the money wants to see. Like, do I think the media is inherently racist? No, I think the media is inherently trying to get money, trying to get grabs. That's what the media does. Now, the people in control of the media, yes, those people are probably racist.
Too, though?
Oh, absolutely. I can absolutely.
It's about that green, baby.
Now, what I will also say, it's the same way I feel about people who are diehard about Trump. When people go, well, you can't just say they're racist because they support Trump. I can separate the two, AG, but what I can also say is, but they don't have a problem with a racist being in charge. So the media is like, hey, the person might not be racist, but they don't have a problem with pushing racism.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. That's true.
It's a slippery slope.
That's why I can't separate them. That's exactly why I can't separate.
Now, personally, if you don't want to separate the two, great. But I choose to separate the two because it's easier for me to separate than to just put everybody in a bucket of you're a racist. Like, no, because that shit's so hard to prove. But what I can prove irrefutably is you don't have a problem with the racism. The racism doesn't bother you. So if it makes you feel better for me not to call you a racist, cool. But you don't have a problem with racism.
Okay.
I mean, that's fair. So the other thing is, when I looked up school shootings, this is what I will say. What it does not do is say, it breaks up into different types of schools, right? All right, so I'm going to include the Virginia Tech massacre situation. That dude was not white. That dude was not black. I do not remember what ethnicity he was, but I know he wasn't one of them. So, like, which is probably the first time I feel like I can say I've heard about a mass shooting and the dude won't white and the dude won't black. I want to say Asian, but I don't want to do that, like, because I don't truly know.
Well, I'll give you a number that I found, and this is just, lump sum of like March. Mass shootings from 82 to 2026. The culprits, there have been 87 white, 27 black, 12 Latino, 10 Asian, 5 other, 3 Native American, and 15 unknown or unclear.
Are they a dog or a mutt? Like, what is the fuck is other? Like,
here's the thing. That means, culturally, maybe it was not clear.
Could be Jewish.
I mean, once again,
mixed race.
That's the funny thing about race and culture. Those two aren't the same.
Hence, Mike Tirico. Like,
still not a good example.
Why are we talking about Mike Tirico?
I'm just not wrong, but I'm not wrong.
You kind of are. You kind of are in this sense, man.
Wait a minute, man. Look, because you just said it. Race and culture are different, right? So,
yes,
like,
but he doesn't identify as black because he thinks his culture eliminates race. Two different examples.
But we know it does not.
Right, and that's why I'm like, why are we talking about him?
I'm just saying. I'm just bringing it up.
I hear what you're saying, and you're not wrong. It's just,
okay.
I mean, I'm like, which one of these things is not the same? That's all I'm saying.
Mike Tirico.
Because, I mean, Mike Tirico is like, he thinks that his Italian heritage will help him sit at the front of the bus, when that's not true. But that's not what we're even talking about. Right. That's all I'm saying.
So, Moco Cowboy, if you sit down at a table of 15 racists, ... You finish.
Well, that's what Caitlin Clark's finding out right now, but we all knew that to start with.
Oh. So, and that's the thing, right? So, back to school shootings, it's like, I'm going to be very honest with you, and maybe y'all have a different, and maybe I'm just not hearing it or seeing it. I ain't never heard of a black person having a mass shooting in a school and killing everybody, not certain people. Because I would say that
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, because I kind of agree. Now, we're not simply saying that innocent people don't get shot in the line of somebody being
correct.
Like, hey, I'm trying to kill that person.
And you just happen to be
unfortunately, I missed.
Or he
was
threw you in front
indiscriminately.
Yeah. Because I would say, and I think I feel like we all can agree upon that. We ain't out here just going up in a school and just saying, we ain't doing that shit. It's like, I need that motherfucker.
The statistics show
that we don't do that.
Really ain't us.
But yo, you looking for John in fourth period? Yeah, that motherfucker dead. Like, you go in the fourth period and it's like, John stay, the rest of y'all can go. Now, if John got a friend and he decides to stay, I guess it might become a mass shooting, because then that's more than one person. Because that dude decides to hang out with John.
You know, I'm glad you said that again, because Mo brought it up 2 minutes ago. It's just like, we need to figure out what mass shooting means. And a disagreement or money or drugs being involved, that's not a mass shooting, even though 30 people died. I don't think that's a mass shooting. We all know what a mass shooting is, and that's not the definition. However, definitions are really important. And we need to define what a mass shooting is actually called in mainstream America, because they get awfully quiet about race when 50 kids get killed and it's a white guy. So we really need to define it, even though everybody walking knows what it is.
I mean, because, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like that. So what the world says is a mass shooting is generally defined as an incident of a firearm violence in which multiple victims are shot or killed in a single event. Though there is no universally accepted specific definition, because organizations, researchers, and government agencies use different criteria to track these events. Statistics and incident counts can vary significantly. So, like, I think the first problem
mass shootings are
whatever
defined by the person who wants to define the mass shooting.
Yeah, it says mass shootings, whatever you want, motherfucker. Like, because I would say a mass shooting is more than 3 people.
I wouldn't define mass shooting based on the number of people that got shot. I personally would define mass shooting as, was the intent of the shooting to kill as many people as possible, or was the intent to kill a specific target? If you had a specific target in mind and you happen to hit more people, that to me doesn't necessarily classify as a mass shooting. That's my personal definition. Mass shooting to me is like, hey, I was trying to shoot as many motherfuckers as possible. Point blank, period.
Yeah. And Nikki,
I agree.
And Nikki's like,
agree.
That seems to be a very bureaucratic answer in order to limit what actions can be done as far as reparations for victims and justice being served. I mean, yeah. And I mean, I would pull table number 2, who is in charge of making rules for, for stuff like that. That would not be us. So yeah, it's almost like a catch-all basket. Hey man, more than one person got shot and there's some tragedy, that's a mass shooting. That's how we gonna do it. Now, if one dude went somewhere and shot one dude, we'll just talk about it for 5 seconds on the news and keep it pushing. I mean, because the question is, when it all comes down to it, who does it benefit more? Does it benefit the people who got shot, the people who shot them, or the media?
The media, hands down.
Of course, exactly. That's why they label things the way they feel like it needs to be labeled. Now, what usually happens after that is when police talk, that's the official label. But of course, I feel like their official label is what they want it to be too. And then when it becomes that, then the media just absorbs that and repurposes it and moves on, I mean, yeah, it's that stuff is sad. I mean, and we're talking about school shootings in particular, because mass shootings can be anything, such as in Colorado, what was it, like 6-7 years ago, when the dude went to the grocery store and just started shooting up motherfuckers. Like, yeah. And then got held hostage, and he had hostages, and then they ended up getting his ass. And then, of course, one thing that hit closer to home here is the Walmart shooting in Chesapeake, when a dude went in there looking for specific people in Walmart and then he took himself out because he's a bitch. But that's my opinion. That's for another day. Like, so, we're not necessarily talking about that, but that would probably fall under the mass shooting title. We're just really talking about the kid stuff, because when it's all said and done, there are children who are walking into schools with shit they shouldn't have, and for whatever reason, whether it's Johnny in the block, Susie owes some money because, my bitch owe me money, or, hey man, fuck all them kids, and just start shooting a whole bunch of little kids that got nothing to do with it. Like, yo, that shit's crazy. And the numbers say that is a majority Caucasian situation. Whether we agree or disagree, that's what the numbers say. And then the Virginia Tech situation, first of all, sad for Virginia Tech. That shit was bad. But that shit was also like wild. The dude just said, fuck it, but he went after a certain person and just ended up shooting a whole bunch of other people, if I'm correct.
I'm not really sure. I don't know. All I know is a whole lot of people died that day.
Yeah.
I never knew that he was looking for a particular person.
Yeah, and I could be wrong, and I'll look it up later and correct myself later, because I probably am wrong. I want to say it was behind a girl.
And that's a whole nother category I just read.
That's a whole nother category.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's just like, that's what Mo was trying to say. It's just like, if you start out looking for a particular group or person, it's not the mass shooting that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Now, Uvalde, Columbine, Sandy Hook, stuff like that. That's what we're talking about.
Well, Columbine, that dude was looking for people, and he decided to take other motherfuckers out. Because remember, in Columbine, there are some people that he did not shoot.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a motherfucker like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I'm out. That was him. That was that dude in Columbine, because he shot people who wronged him, and those who were nice to him, he did not shoot.
It's the other category, bullying.
I mean, so like, but once again, what we don't want to do in this country is have stricter gun laws, and it's crazy because you have one side that's like, they want to take your guns. Nah, motherfuckers, we just don't want random people who shouldn't have access to your guns get your goddamn guns. Like, when it's all said and done, I could give a damn if you have a gun or not. I really don't care, because I feel like, hey, you should be able to protect yourself if somebody busts up in your house. Hey, man, as far as I'm concerned, that's fair game, motherfucker. Like, you breaking my house, that's fair fucking game. Now, if you shoot him, then you shoot like another 6-7 times, that's a bit much. There are limits to this shit.
It really is.
You can't be like, Pop, got your ass. Take that shit, fool. Nah, man, we can't be doing that.
But I mean, like I said on the show many times, man, there's no way in the world that you're going to tell people what to do, especially in America. In America.
Which is,
could you imagine your brother reacting to this? Man, come on, man. There's no way in the world you're going to tell him that he can't have his AR. No way.
Yeah. And Moco Cowboy is right. If nothing happened after Sandy Hook, gun control is never going to happen.
No. Because, I mean, little kids, man, like teachers. I'm like, I just saw a picture of a memorial on Instagram about like 3 weeks ago. I'm like, wow, bro, you lost so much humanity that you shot this lady?
Bro, and that's the thing.
And she was covering a kid. You shot that person?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, it's been a minute. But it's like, bro, you went to an elementary school.
Yes.
You had
little kids.
You were such a bitch that you can go to the high school that you went to. You went to a punk ass elementary school where them kids couldn't even protect themselves. Like, it's one thing you go to a high school and shit, you might get clocked because you ain't see a motherfucker, because he's like, yo, it's me or you, bitch. Like, we about to go. And they just snuck up on your ass and got you. Ain't no little kid gonna sneak up on your ass and do nothing. You might get hit in the balls. But like, yo, man, you know, kids and teachers, they're not prepared for that. And the safety officer is there, probably doesn't even have a fucking gun. That dude's probably walking a baton. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. So
if we're talking about what we're supposed to be talking about, only thing I don't see a whole lot of differences. I see a lot of similarities. We not out here doing that. We at the cookout, man, with the raisins not in our potato salad. I mean, that's just what the numbers bear out to be.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a fight, then okay, I got that. But man, if you're, I wish some people in America would strap on their legacy and keep it moving, as opposed to trying to, you know, either distract me from seeing it or trying to hang it on me like a cheap suit. Yeah. I would just love to see somebody just say, hey, this is what we do, and I'm wearing that. You know, I'm wearing this badge. That's what we do.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna happen. Because if I hear, you know, one more follower of Charlie Kirk or whoever tell me that we commit all the crime, okay.
That's not even based in realism.
It doesn't matter. The thing is, America wants to hear it so America feels better at the expense of everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you can say Native Americans have a drinking problem, but you don't put it in context, because the context will tell you how they got there, and you don't want that discomfort, even though you love you some Andrew Jackson. So it's like, come on, bruh. What are we doing? What are we doing? But this is where we are.
Yeah. Hey, Mo B, last word on this situation. Then I got something else for us.
I mean, I don't necessarily want the last word on the situation, and I don't say that like just like because like I don't necessarily want the last word on the situation, because I think, similar to what AG says, like the reason you're not gonna ever have people be genuine about it is because people are always trying to protect their narrative. And me getting the last word on the situation would be similar to that. Like, I have a narrative too, and most of my narrative is based on the fact that I genuinely don't think people want to be honest about the shootings, and especially why shootings happen, who's doing most of the crime. I don't think the powers that be want to be honest about it. It's easier to just say, oh, it's those people.
Yep. And since you don't want to have the last word, I will say this. You know, a big problem is, as we've talked about this for years, and we've talked about it before this show, we're going to talk about it after the show, and until we not here no more. But, yo, man, like, you just can't believe everything you hear. And sometimes everything you read, or sometimes everything you see on the internet. Like, because if you still got people out here believing that there are more black people on welfare than white people, then we already lost. Like, this conversation can't even happen, because we can't get to that, and the numbers say that. So
but the numbers don't make America feel better.
I understand that.
This is how Reagan got elected president, bro. It's been going on for a minute.
I mean, and it's gonna forever go on, because
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it, man. If I'm mainstream America, I don't want to hear that I'm terrible, or that I'm. And when I say terrible, I mean like everybody else. I want to be special.
Yeah.
So
Kentucky. That's what it is. So I didn't mention this, and I want to bring it up, really, because I hope I don't ruin anybody's shit for this. Hey, man, last week, I will say this. I hadn't watched CNN probably like a week. So I watch Abby's show at 10 o'clock, because, just seeing grown people argue about dumb shit and see how low they're willing to go is kind of funny to a point. But bro, have y'all seen the picture of what the White House lawn looks like recently? And
I actually have not.
oh my God.
You can't unsee it, sir.
I would advise you to pull it up because she showed a before picture before he took office and a now picture. The East Wing is still fucked up because they're trying to build something that they don't have the money to build, which is so hilarious to me. And then of course they try to do shit in the West Wing, which they don't even talk about, but they're doing shit over there. And right in the fucking middle is a UFC ring. When Joe Rogan goes on his podcast and says, I don't know if that's smart to do UFC outside, because the 4th of fucking July, that's a Saturday. Bro, it's gonna be hot as fuck out there, number one. Then number two, you got lights on you. Cause this is all him. And then it's like, bro, you don't need to put on like oil because you already be sweating your ass off. You're gonna be like 500 degrees down there. Oh my God. And that's why that card, I mean, Ronda Rousey said the card is the worst shit ever. I don't even know who's fighting. And if I did, I still wouldn't watch the shit because it's probably fucking terrible. And McGregor is fighting the next week. He's like, I don't want no parts of that bullshit. Bruh, like, come on. So, yeah, AG, man. It looks like a construction zone where our White House used to be, yet nobody in Congress seems to be, well, let me change that. Not enough people in Congress seem to be bothered by any of that shit. There are some, obviously it's Democrats, and there are some Republicans, especially ones who Trump got out in the primaries. They all super pissed off now. Thanks for coming to the party a little late. But, you know what I'm saying? Hey, talk to me, AG, man. What?
I mean, the only thing there's nothing to talk about, honestly, because he gonna do what he gonna do. That's for starters. But if I had to say anything, it's not gonna be addressing like what you're addressing about it. For me, is to see the same people that were tripping about Obama doing anything.
Oh my God.
Which the only thing he ever did was wear a tan suit, and I didn't know that was illegal either. And all the things, he's not presidential, and he's not this, and he's not that, or he is these things, and he is those things. It's awful. Did you see what he did? Whatever. Those people, including the people that were just, that's hallowed ground. This is our nation's capital, which I completely agree with 100%. So all those people together, moving forward to 2024, when he was elected, and to see, I mean, I thought people were gonna just come out of their skin when he tore down the East Wing. Then there was like crickets, nothing happened. I was like, y'all ain't mad? Okay. Then he's gonna have what? With respect to the office and that piece of property, he gonna have trailer park events on the lawn of the White House. I'm like, what are we doing? But
there's a picture of two pictures of what that shit looks like today.
Hey man, look, like I said before, if this is what he wants to do, America is willing to allow it because of what Mo said. They might not be racist, but they certainly don't mind.
Yeah.
So anything that he does, it's okay. Because at least I can have the America I want to have. I mean, isn't that what we're talking about here? Because when I look at that, that's the only thing I think. This is a representation of, he's my racist leader, He's keeping these black and brown people at bay. He's not letting these women have abortions. He's saying what he wants to say any way he wants to say it. He curses in press conferences and all the things. And all those things are so cool because he is me. So if he wants to have a UFC fight on the lawn of the White House, then whatever. Go team. That's what I see. That's what I see. The other thing I see is because he has so much political clout, they have turned into cowards. So they gonna let this happen because they're scared to lose their jobs. And it's all true. What I just said is 100% true. You just saw like Texas get flipped over because he endorsed a dude. And this dude because see, I grew up in a time where you couldn't be a politician if anything in your obvious public record.
That's jacked up.
Right. You couldn't be divorced. You couldn't have cheated on your wife. You couldn't have gotten in a fight at 3 o'clock after school because you stole somebody. You couldn't have nothing wrong with you. You couldn't have one discrepancy. Because you see what happened to the people that did. They either lost the presidency or lost an election or just were never heard from again. Okay? Now we have a dude that is getting a divorce from his wife because he out here cheating. You have people that are, allegedly, doing at least statutory rape on an island where apparently all that's legal. And all these things, man, I'm telling you, Donald Trump is like the most powerful dude in the world as far as I'm concerned, because the people that are actually the most powerful in the world can't do what he's doing. Have you seen any other powerful leader in the world have carte blanche over their country? Not like this.
Not like that. This is
So for me,
crazy.
it's like, this shows me that everybody that could oppose him, whether it's a person or a group, are completely afraid. And what they're afraid of is to lose that comfort of that office that they hold. And they know that he giveth and he can taketh away. They know that. And it's not hyperbole because they see it every time there's an election. It's just like he endorses somebody or he attacks somebody and all of a sudden that person is politically, he's just gotten unalived politically. Or she has gotten unalived politically. And it's just like, what in the world? So when I see that picture and all the things that it means, on that particular piece, like I said, political hallowed ground, national hallowed ground, and you have reduced it to a carnival. And I'm like, okay, you just let me know that like I said, man, I didn't say it, but I'm saying it now. Succinctly, this is a flex to me. This is him showing you that I don't care. Just sit your coon behind down and take this bukkake because this is exactly what's happening. Because I'm that dude, and he is
bukkake.
Absolutely. And whether you wanted it or not, you're getting it. So that's what I see when I see that photo. Because I saw it last week and I was like, But here we are.
Big flexing, man. You're right. He flexing.
I mean, what he's doing to Cuba, and then have Rubio, who was Cuban, telling those people they're the problem. Are you serious? But when you can manipulate people, I mean, this dude, man, Trump has got his thumb in Rubio's behind, telling him to say deplorable things about his own people, putting him in position to starve his own people. And then his own people are the problem. But like I said, I hear people every day in my just walk of life, whether it's at work or, overhearing people in the street or whatever it is. Trump talks like everybody else in the world talks. The difference is he can do it. He can actually do it. Having USC on government property and nobody say boo is a flex. And he's telling you, sit your behind down. This is happening. And then if you tell him if you say it can't get any worse, my wife said it Saturday. She says these things, she has so much hope. And I'm like, as soon as you say that, he gonna be, hold my beer. Hold my beer. So, just letting you know, when I see that picture, that's what I see. I mean, you think about how we felt about this country when we were growing up and how we felt about the White House and all the things, how we felt about the office, how we felt about the person who occupied it. And then you juxtapose the two and tell me what you come up with. Okay. Because whether you were black or white, certain things didn't fly. Certain things united racial and ethnic groups in this country that you just couldn't or could do. Now those things are gone. And that White House picture is a flex to let you know I did this. Yeah, I'm giving out reparations to white folks yet again. And I sued myself to do it.
That's a kind of a weird thing when you're like how we felt about the White House and things. Like, I don't know if it's necessarily how we felt about the White House. I think it was just the narrative was so easy to protect back then. Like, the way we felt about the White House was really just kind of an established thing. You know, I guess the simplest thing is like, my daughter, Kira, will say something's fancy. And we had a view of the White House as being a fancy thing. And now, this nigga just don't care. It's like, he just don't care to even be fancy now. It's like...
Well, he does. It's just his fancy.
I mean...
He does care about fancy. He's got gold. He's got gold everywhere. I mean, he's pissed off that they make him take his name off of the Kennedy Center.
Which is...
So fancy's not the right word. Because he loved him some fancy. But it's just not your fancy.
I will say this, then we'll move on to the other stuff. Yeah, man. The Freedom 250 concert shits and people dropping out. My question is not why you dropping out. My question is more, why you signed up for this shit? Now, if you're gonna tell me you did this shit like 4 years ago, I got you. Now, if you're gonna tell me you signed up for this shit a year ago, I have questions. Because, you know, a whole bunch of people have dropped out, right? Bret Michaels of Poison, you know, Martin.
I thought he was a lot.
He's like, fuck that. Look, man, Bret Michaels and a lot of people have been reading this room, and they realize this ain't it. You know, Martina McBride, now.
I thought she was a lot too.
I was very shocked that the Commodores were even playing this motherfucker. Really shocked there.
I thought they dropped out too.
Well, they did. But I'm just saying the fact that they even said yes to this, once again, my question is, when did they say yes? Is before he got
in their defense, every artist said the same thing. They came to management and gave us a vague outline of what what this was supposed to be about. They never told us specifically that what we know now. Yeah. They never said it.
So like the Commodore,
because I feel like they knew.
Well, they eventually knew, but then again.
No, what I'm saying, I feel like the administration knew what they were doing.
Yeah, basically,
they tried to bamboozle them.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
They were definitely trying to bamboozle people.
Yeah.
Because if you're an artist and somebody comes to you with a bucket load of money and saying, "Hey, we're doing this thing, for the 250th anniversary of the country, blah blah blah,
whatever.
You're signing up for that hands down. You're not gonna. You feel honored, honestly, which goes back to what I was just saying. You feel honored, but then once you find out who the real sponsor of this is,
fuck all that.
Why you're playing and who you're playing for, that's when it's like, oh, wait a minute, not doing that.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's why Martina is seeing. That's what I'm glad you said this. This is the thing I want to bring up too. I'm glad you brought all of this up because black people don't mistake an ally for someone who, like Ruben just said, don't mistake someone who can read the room well for an ally. Don't, because Bret Michaels is totally MAGA if I had to guess. We're going to say allegedly.
Well, yeah. No, he is. He's MAGA.
Well, see, and that's what I'm saying. Because when he dropped out, I was like, what? You're a lock, bro.
Well,
and
same thing with Martina McBride.
Exactly. I was shocked that she dropped out. But you don't want to be a pariah going forward, because after this is over, and trust me, this too will pass, you don't want to be on the wrong side of this.
Nope. Because you're looking at future earnings.
Exactly. And so I'm glad you mentioned that. I've been wanting to say it for 2 weeks. Again, I'll say it again. Just because they made allied choices doesn't mean they're allies. It means they're smart and they can read the room.
Yeah. So,
because we know who's still on the bill, and that's Vanilla Ice.
And we're going to talk about that in a second. So there's Mars Day. It doesn't say the time, but I'm assuming the time's coming with them. But I don't know. They might all be dead or something. I have no idea. Young MC, I was kind of shocked at. I was like, Young MC? Okay. You got like 3 songs, bro. So, you have that. And then, of course, like you said, Vanilla Ice, who's still scheduled to appear, expected to appear. Not a shocker there. Flo Rida, kind of a shocker. But I don't know his political affiliation or if he even has one. Right? So yeah. And one of the dudes from Milli Vanilli. First of all, motherfucker.
Where's the Vanilli or where's the Milli? I mean, one dude? Bruh, lip sync?
Bruh. Why is Milli Vanilli?
I'm gonna answer your question because you asked it before. I'm gonna answer the question. What I believe is the answer to your question of why in the world is because I feel like these are all artists which either align with their political views, or those are all the artists that produce songs that white America are comfortable with. They grew up with this.
Jungle.
They grew up with Bust a Move. They grew up with all Prince, the whole thing, that whole Minneapolis. They all grew up with it. They were very comfortable with it. Every artist that was named, I was like, that sounds like crossover artist. Young MC, man, anybody mention, if you're like 70 or below, you mention Young MC, you already know.
Yeah.
And I believe that's why certain acts were, they wanted certain acts to play.
I'm really shocked that since Nicki Minaj switched over, that she's not going to appear.
Lauren was shocked. She thought she'd be the first one, and she wasn't on the list.
I mean, but the list wasn't created. Oh, so basically, the artists that were asked for a specific reason, and the reason was because it was still the artist. The goal was still to make it so a lot of the white supporters were going to be cool with it. So Nicki Minaj, even though she's a Trumper, doesn't necessarily fit that.
Yeah, because she may be cool with Trump, but the white people ain't cool with Trump.
Exactly. It doesn't necessarily fit that. And the reason a lot of these artists are dropping out aren't because they don't necessarily align with Trump. It's because recently Trump's actions haven't been aligning with their supporters. And what I mean by is, like, these artists are still very dependent on
tour money.
Tour money. And the tour money is big. And the people that these artists represent typically are very military friendly. Trump ain't really been that lately. So they're making business decisions now, but they're always making business decisions. Aligning with Trump and originally was a business decision.
Correct.
Nah, I don't know about that. I believe that could have been both.
It could have been both. It could have been both for some of them, but right now they're making business decisions.
Yeah, because they see how bad this shit looks. Because he's looking really bad right now. And once again, I think it is complete business decision because they want to be able to do some other shit.
He looks bad right now. It's who he's looking bad to.
Yeah.
And what I mean is, like, a lot of these artists jumped on this because from the surface, 250th
It looked like hell yeah. Let's
anniversary.
go.
It looks like a patriotic thing. It looks like something that's definitely going to be big military wise. And
And
right
it is patriotic
now,
for some people.
exactly. And right now, Trump doesn't scream
I love military.
friendly.
Yeah.
But has he ever? Though?
Well, so
He says some deplorable things about the military.
No. Realistically, no. But
Okay.
he hadn't done things so loudly that the military, everybody.
there's a respect level there because he's the president. However, yeah, like when he sent people to Iran on a war that nobody wanted, it's not just the military people over there, it's their families.
Exactly.
And bro, the military, like the military wives group is big and freaking powerful. Like that shit is not cool right now at all with them.
Okay, because I just remember when he called it. If you get captured, ouch.
I mean,
I'm not in the military, but I'm like, that couldn't have gone well.
a lot of things are well, but here's the thing, and this is from what I've been told and just talking to people who've been former military, is like when it's all said and done, technically he's their commander in chief. Quotation. So you kind of got, if he says go do this, you don't necessarily have choices. Unless you want to go AWOL, then you made a stupid choice. Or depending on what side you're on, it's stupid or it's not. But whatever. So yeah, like he's the president, so they might necessarily not agree with him, but they don't necessarily have choices. But the people who do have choices, to a point, are the military significant others. And that's probably one of the strongest groups in the country. Like, like the moms for liberty and shit like that, they're pretty powerful. They ain't shit to the military wives, man. I promise you. They ain't shit. So yeah, man, that's some shit right there. So
Either way you slice it, he's not a popular.
no,
But it doesn't seem to me.
but I've heard they've canceled it now. They've canceled those now completely.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they were just going to get some.
I mean,
they probably realized that if all these people dropped out,
you know how hard it's gonna be to get people.
Kid Rock, right?
Kid Rock ain't playing.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm serious.
No.
Couldn't they just get Kid Rock or
But if Kid
something?
Rock, the number one MAGA dick slurper, ain't doing it, like,
But was he even invited?
which is
see, I was about to say, I think after the Super Bowl thing
Yeah.
with Kid Rock and the lack of popularity from that,
Okay.
I don't know if going with Kid Rock would be another good thing, because they'd be like, yeah, who?
none of those people who are on the halftime show recording are involved with this. Now,
I figured that would be the first call.
we'll see.
Now, had that been successful, would you?
Yes.
Yeah, true enough.
That was so minimally successful.
I mean, successful is not even a word you can put with that. I mean,
Well, they
based
said
on
it
what
was.
they were looking for.
They said it was.
I'm about to say, did it happen? If it happened, they can call it minimally successful. Because
Well,
this
yeah.
thing's not even happening. So this thing ain't successful at all.
I mean, the interesting part for me was, like, I thought they were doing this shit live at a different location. They recorded this shit like a week or two ago. And I was like, really, bitches?
I kind of blew my.
I was like,
The rest that we're doing.
man, you already know how this shit's going in.
I know.
Because I guarantee a whole bunch of those people who didn't understand, whatever, watched that shit. And yes, you might not understand the words, but you kind of understood what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah, I can always understand vibe.
Yeah.
I don't have to know the language.
So-
I understand. I know I can speak vibe.
And between vibe and big booty Mexican women, I mean, shit, like, I was a winner just for watching it.
Is that what we're doing, man?
Tell me I'm lying.
And
I didn't even notice if that was the case or not.
But Ruben, why would you automatically assume it was Mexican women, being that he's a Puerto Rican artist?
I mean, it could have been Puerto Rican. Yeah, man, I fucked up. Like, yeah, but whatever. Like,
This is getting worse by the
all I'm
moment.
saying is, all I know is I saw a whole bunch of big ass shaking. And if that makes me a bad dude, then today, right now, I'm a bad dude. It's okay. But I will also say, those who think I'm a bad dude, ask your mans. But your man's gonna say, I ain't seen none of that shit.
So we're doubling down on this now? Man, just move on, man.
Lies. That's all I gotta say. So, with that being said, AG, what's on your mind?
And now for a commercial break.
How you doing? This is Ruben from 5 Minute Warning, and I just wanted to sit here and tell you about JTD Creations. They're the ones that made our shirts and even sweatshirts. They're pretty dope. They can put your logo on anything, shirts, jackets, hoodies, even hats. They also do Stanleys and all this other stuff. Anything you need a logo on, they can put it on. They can do it for 1 or 2 people, or they can do it for a group. It's really up to you. Hit them up on JTD Creations on Facebook. Once again, that's who 5 Minute Warning uses for all of our apparel. And trust me, you will not be disappointed. Once again, hit up JTD Creations if you need a shirt or you need anything for yourself, a family member, or your crew. And let them know that 5 Minute Warning sent you. Have a great one.
And back to the show. Couple things, man. Couple things on my mind. Number one, when you learn how to cook, because I've been on this Chinese takeout thing in the last couple, 3 months. So I did orange chicken tonight. Say what now?
Trying to learn how to cook Chinese now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I get tired of paying all that money. Because it's like, well, I can do this myself. Well, that's true. But today I did orange chicken.
Okay.
It's good enough. Some rice on it, whatever it is. Cook a whole bunch of chicken, got it for the week, whatever you want.
Wife like it?
Yes.
Okay. That's all.
Which is a added bonus. Actually, it's the core of it, because when your wife likes it, you officially can cook when your wife likes your food. But anyway,
she ain't got to.
She doesn't have to, but she does, and that's the bonus. Anytime your wife gives you the thumbs up, you'll learn. So I'm doing all this, and I've spent the better part, because I did a peach cobbler today too, and I spent the better part of the day cooking food.
Okay.
And I'm like, this is why takeout is going to be the bane of our existence that we choose not to get away from. Because I could have just called and got orange chicken and cobbler delivered to the crib. Hey, I mean, you give them your Amex card and you keep it moving. You give them your debit card, you keep it moving. Or if you're feeling real froggy, you can get in your car and go get it.
That's me.
Be even cheaper. Because nobody wants to spend 6 hours cooking food and then you gobble it all down in like 20 minutes. That is the dark side of being able to cook. And again, don't get me wrong, I don't mind cooking, but it is time consuming and labor intensive. And so I'm not mad at people who spend 35% of their paycheck on takeout, because cooking ain't easy. And don't get me wrong, once you know what you're doing, it is kind of easy, but it takes a lot of time. So for all the times I judge people, including myself, judging myself, I am sorry. Because it takes a lot of time. Second thing, man, look, I don't really talk about reparations a lot, but when you sue yourself as the president of the United States, you sue yourself and then you take a plea deal from the country so you can get a $1.8 billion payout, so you can use that to give to the people who were traumatized because they committed treason and sedition. You're letting me know that we could have got this whole black people reparations thing paid out years ago. Because before, I'm not gonna lie, man, I was like thinking about, I was like, man, I ain't mad at white folks for saying that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Now you need to pay it, but that's a lot of money. That's a big ticket. Until I saw this, I was like, oh, so we out here just writing checks now. We just writing checks because of how we feel about a certain situation. And then to have the government go along with it. All you told me is everything I ever believed is false, because you can just like get out your corporate America card and stroke a check from a cash advance for whatever you want, because we are so in debt. But you can do whatever you want to do. So, including myself and all the people who are staunch advocates of black people getting reparations for slavery, 10 toes down. Because white folks have gotten reparations 3 or 4 times, and corporate America have got reparations 3 or 4 times too. And so I'm trying to figure out if we can bail out these people, if we can pay these people for their trauma, which is BS. Because you're the one out there in these streets, but you getting paid for it? No. If they can just give out money because you showed up and killed some cops and maimed some cops and to try to hang the vice president of the United States and gonna get a $100,000 check for it, black people can get their money. I'm 10 toes down for that. Black people can get their money. I don't care how much it costs. 20 billion, 50 billion, whatever. We got it. Apparently.
We got
$1 billion a day to fight a war that's stupid. 1.8 billion to pay people for the January 6th thing. Come on, man. Really? No.
I gotta say, I just want to know who in Trump's camp had the idea, because I know he ain't had this idea. It was like, hey man, if you sue, technically, since it's technically suing you, you can settle for whatever amount, and then you can get the taxpayers to pay it for you.
You gotta respect the hustle.
Yeah,
ain't that genius?
I want to know.
Brilliant.
Like, I need that dude on my team so I can be like, hey bro, how can you make my broke ass get rich?
Brilliant. And actually, we can't even say he's actually a billionaire. He's been stealing money, and it's like no one says boo.
Man's made over $6 billion since he's been president.
$263 million just from the one act he committed over in Venezuela. Just that. Yeah. That was $250 million in the bag. And you know what else he can't get? Taxed.
Yep.
And you know what else they can't check anymore because of this lawsuit? His taxes.
What taxes? He didn't pay them shits.
It doesn't matter. They can't check it.
I'm about to say, yeah, now whether he did or not is a secret forever.
Exactly. He is so above the law. He's a citizen, but he's not a citizen. It's like he black ops in plain sight. He don't exist, but he does. I'm telling you, man, you gotta respect the hustle, bro. Black people need to get their money.
Once again,
but you gotta respect that hustle.
him because I'm 99.99997% sure that he didn't come up with that idea.
But you have to respect the fact that he surrounds himself with smart people.
Or at least a smart guy, because he actually does not surround himself with a lot of smart people.
Hey, all I'm saying is he got people in place that could think of something that's this politically and legally brilliant. Because when NPR broke it down for me, I was like, I ain't mad at you. Can't be. Respect the hustle. But anyway, those are my 2 points. I appreciate everybody that get takeout, and black people need to get their money. $1 trillion ought to do it.
So, the only thing I have to say to your first thing about the food thing, I'm just gonna hit you with some facts. So, I learned how to cook a whole chicken in my Ninja Crispy. Shit's fucking phenomenal. 75 minutes. Shit was done inside and out. Possibly some of the greatest chicken I've ever cooked in life.
Absolutely. I agree. But you can't beat Costco.
Bro. The chicken
You
itself.
can't be. I went. Look, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna do the same thing.
Bro.
I bought a roaster and everything. The raw chicken cost twice as much as Costco. I was like, what?
I paid $7.50 for the
Yes.
damn chicken.
Yes.
I could have gotten a cooked full chicken at fucking Walmart.
And that
Lemon pepper
changed.
for $5.99.
Absolute all day.
The fuck we doing?
You see my point now, don't you? You see my point?
What the fuck we doing? But here's the thing. This is why I will continue to unfortunately do stupid shit like this. It's simply because you don't know what the fuck they put in that shit.
That is true.
At least, after you pull out the livers and the gizzards and shit, and you put on what you want to put on, you have somewhat an idea. You don't know what they fed the motherfucker, but at least you have some control on the finished product. Because
True.
I ain't gonna front, man. Yeah, they $5.99. Them bitches be looking sad.
Well, actually, Costco's chicken and BJ's chickens don't look as sad. Because when you say Walmart, is that what you said?
Them shits look sad.
Yeah, Walmart's
bro.
chicken and Food Lion's chicken, they look awful. But and then Harris Teeter's chickens looks good, but they don't season them.
Yeah.
Because their demographic isn't black people.
Nah.
So their chicken isn't seasoned at all.
Yeah,
But I'm telling you, man, BJ's and Costco, you better call somebody.
Man, that chicken at Walmart looked like his name was Toby. Looked like his name was Toby, bro. All of them were named Toby. And it should be sad looking. And I looked at that and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this chicken. Cause I know what my chicken for the most part gonna look like and what it's gonna taste like. Because I ain't never ate a whole chicken. Like I ate all that motherfucker. Like, yeah, it was great. It lasted like 4 days in my house. It was great. But yeah, man, sometimes I think you just pay more for, you pay for it because it makes you feel good. The fact that you have some handle on what goes in it. That's it. Because it's not cost effective. That's for damn
not
sure.
anymore. For some things, not all things, but for some things like meat,
Yeah, protein.
doing your own steak, that's not cost effective.
Not at all. Especially, you can cook your own steak, but 9 times out of 10, some of that steak you buy is gonna taste better. So, Moby, any words, man? I mean, you're a cooking guy.
I mean, look, man, all I was thinking about was like, man, I ain't cooked nothing today. I had a whole bunch of food made for me. And I just was like, damn. I remember back in the day when I was running the streets, that was one of the reasons I was engaging in interactions with so many different women. So I still ain't have to cook all the time. I look, man, you can laugh, man, but a lot of dudes out there chasing the biggest booty and all that, and I'm just like, yeah, man, all that shit was nice, but a chick that gonna cook, I was hip to the game early. I was like, hey, bro, she in here cooking.
I don't think I've ever dated a woman who couldn't cook.
Good. I mean, both of y'all are fortunate because there's a lot of women out there that can't.
Man, that's a prerequisite, bro.
I'm perfectly aware that those women exist. I'm perfectly aware of it, man. Like, and you know what, man? I'm not trying to shame nobody if you got yourself a model that can't cook. Like, I hope one day she gets a software update and can make some changes for you. She probably won't, because if she got you without it, I mean,
Yeah.
you suck.
Why start now? Why start now?
Yeah. And I mean, if you burning water out here, man, I can't fucks with you unless you fine. Like you gotta be fine and submissive.
You're asking for a lot, sir.
Exactly, because this shit
What
ain't
you're
gonna
actually
happen.
asking for is an escort. You'd be better off.
Well, that shit
AJ, I was just about to say, it sounds like you sound like you got a hoe.
Velvet
Ruben out
Jones.
here, look,
I
hey,
wanna be
Ruben out here asking for the wifey experience. You just need to stick with that, sir.
Bruh, I mean,
You're talking about a
Submissive?
whore. You're talking about a whore, sir.
That's what I'm saying. You get a woman to throw up in her mouth really fast like that. Come on, bruh. submissive and can cook. Okay, good luck with that.
No,
I don't
can't
care.
cook. No, I'm just saying if they can't cook, like, what we doing?
Once again, sounds
The chances of you finding a woman like that
Exactly.
can't cook is like,
that you're not paying for. That you. I don't know what you talk about. You
bruh.
chasing a unicorn, dog. You out here
Exactly.
chasing a unicorn.
Nah, I ain't trying to chase nothing that can't cook. Fuck that.
Once again,
All I'm
you out
saying
here
is
chasing a unicorn. You ask for somebody to be fine and submissive because she
And
can't
can
cook.
good luck, sir.
I'm just saying, if you can't cook, then I need you to check some double boxes somewhere else.
I hear what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah,
I'm just
that's all
letting
I'm
you
saying.
know
That's all I'm
it'll be a little longer, sir.
Oh no, I don't want a chick who can't cook. That's disgusting.
Actually, a woman that heard you say that is probably like, well, I ain't your mama. You right.
You know what?
You right.
That's why we ain't together. Because I ain't trying to be with my mama. I'm trying to be with your dumb ass.
I'm just saying, Ruben, you got to understand as a guy, you have to show a woman why you're husband material beforehand.
I understand.
She ain't got to do shit for you unless you make her a wife. I don't make the rules. I just hear that all the time. Well,
That's cute how you think the wife title will change anything
Yeah.
anyway. But
I
okay,
know, right?
That's cute. That's really cute.
Hey man, people who they are.
There you go.
If I know you can't cook at the beginning and I still fucks with you, then that shit becomes my fault.
Yeah.
100%.
Now, you know what? In all fairness, it's okay if she can't cook, if she's willing to try. Because, like, I can get you better. You know what I'm saying? I can show you what seasonings to work with. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you how long it's supposed to be in the oven. I can do all those things. But I can teach skill. You can't teach
And teach will.
You can't teach will.
Nah,
I can't believe you out here letting this man know it's a unicorn out there with two horns.
No,
man.
AG.
No, I understand that shit don't exist.
In all fairness, AG, I have actually talked to a lot of women who weren't great at cooking, but they were proactively trying to get better at their craft. And I'm just like, hey, if you got the will,
Yeah.
we in there. We in it. Now, if you look at me as if I am somehow saying the most blasphemous statement ever by asking you, what can you cook? Then see, we need to stop right there. Like, hey, what can you cook? Well, why you need to know what I can cook? Never mind. You just told me everything I need to know.
All right, I'll talk to you later, baby.
Yeah,
You interview just ended.
we good.
I mean, look, man, it's sad. Like it's sad. And I mean, I'm an old guy, man. I'm 52, about to be 53. Like, even when I was 20 something, there were chicks out here who couldn't cook. And I'm just like, I was like, they make you? Like, cause here's the thing. Daredevil can't see, but his other senses are heightened. So if you can't cook, I need you to be able to do some other shit better. And I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
That's cute too.
I think it's really, as AG would say, I think it's kind of cute that you think anything should be fair.
Exactly.
when it comes to
But I understand it's not going to happen. That's why I'm just like,
As
yeah.
long as you understand it. Because it's like, when I think about my childhood, like Mo says all the time, I didn't know the time was so great when it was actually happening. Like when Sundays came and there was a roast beef and there was a pie and there were like collards and mac and cheese and all the things. I didn't know I was in the best times of my life, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I can't remember what character on The Office said it, but he said it, and I was like, man, such a dope line. He was like, I wish somebody would have told me I was having the best time of my life while I wasn't having the best time of my life.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's all I'm saying. And what I'm saying is, it's like everything in a woman's repertoire, if she even has it, is an option. There are no have-tos in a woman's, you know what I'm saying? It's like they don't have to do anything.
Yeah, because when it's all said and done, just because I don't want that chick who can't cook, there's going to be some
Somebody
other
does.
dude who's going to want that chick can't cook. I mean, if every day we eating out because your ass can't cook, that means I'm paying for that shit. No.
That's why the wifey experience is much more valuable.
And I will cook. I don't got issues cooking. I like cooking. You know? And honestly, as a single man.
But if she wants to go out to eat and just because you want to cook, that means you can't support the lifestyle that's required to date her, and maybe you should get your broke ass your money up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Hey man, and that's
you said
what it
that
is,
extra
bro.
hard. That was good.
I mean, but you know what? I 100% understand that, and if that's the realm we're at, deuces. Because
Okay.
look,
And I hope it stays that way with you, man. Because some things you just don't need to compromise at all, ever.
bro, compromising and dating sometimes don't go together at this moment in time in my life.
And I will say this, and this is not me giving you a bad omen, but
no,
bro,
sorry.
if you never get married, it's okay.
Bruh,
Because a lot of times it's better if you don't.
Bruh, I was that way. Like I've been feeling that for like 4 years now. I'm like if I never get married, you know, like I'm even past the whole kid thing. Like if I never have children, I mean it sucks, but it's like, you know what? It is what it is, man.
I'm just saying, everything that you've built, you're doing great. Well, you did that by yourself. Why you need somebody else? You don't.
Yeah, I don't need somebody to take my shit. I work too hard for it. I ain't got a lot, but I got a little bit, and I don't want you to be taking that shit. Like, that's not happening. And that's why I believe in prenups, regardless. I could be broke as shit. You know what, baby? We getting a prenup because
This conversation got really dark.
because I'm broke, and I don't need you to make me broke.
Truth.
I mean,
Truth.
because like there are too many times, man, I've seen, like, I do have one of my friends, and he's like talking whatever. She's like, "Yo, what's up with putting me on the house deep?" Bitch, you didn't pay for this. What we talking about? Well, we're gonna get married, so you should quit me. No, man. To me,
Cross that bridge when we get there.
that because we never cross
I
it.
hope you never get there.
We ain't never cross it because that has already told me what you here for.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep kicking that can down the road. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know, and it's just, I mean, look, and I'm not sitting here trying to pile on how questionable women are. I'm just not. But you just gotta take what you've been given, right? If she out here, or he, we'll even say he, if they out here ask for dumbass shit like that, hey,
No, we don't need to say he. Stop it. Stop giving these. No, stop.
he couldn't
Don't
do it.
mention men in this.
I tried, man. Sorry.
Stop it.
He couldn't risk the fact that somebody might think he was
No!
being negative to one group
Bitch,
only.
what? Please.
Man, look, sometimes women can get it, man. Let them get it. Let them get it. That's all.
So when it's all said and done, I mean, for me, it's never gonna be a he. It's gonna be a woman. And you ask me crazy like that, that is basically saying, red flag. You know what? When you cross that street, I might just hit you later. I mean,
It's
Yeah.
as sad as it is to say, like, we actually, I'm not saying it's right, but I'm gonna be honest about what I'm gonna do. Anytime we hear about a situation where a male and a woman like parted ways, and we hear about how the man like financially benefited from that, I'm always like, that nigga is role model. He's that's life
Bro.
goals right there.
Nick
Like,
Cannon, Nick Lachey. Yeah.
Hey man, it's like, hey man, these niggas had hit a come up, man.
Bro, and Nick Lachey, man, her dad told her to get a prenup, and she was like, I love him. We're gonna be together forever. Then you decide to do a reality show, and he took half that shit. Deuces. And then Wayne gotta find a chick than you. Double deuces. Now they got kids and shit, and now they making their own damn money. Triple D. Like, what the fuck, man? Come up was real on that. And Nick Cannon, he can afford a lot of these babies because he got some of that Mariah money. I ain't read that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought she would have had a prenup for real.
Didn't she have to pay alimony?
Yes. And they had a
She
prenup.
did?
They had a
Wait,
prenup.
whoa. Back if they had a prenup and she still had to pay alimony?
Because she owned so much. It was the reverse shit. You know how, like, if Tom Cruise, that's why he broke up, that's why he divorced what's her face, because she was coming up on the 10-year mark where she gets a lot more money. She's like, nah, bitch, you got to go. You're not taking my money. So That's what happened with him.
You think that's why Tom Cruise did? I think the Scientology people said, "Hey, that bitch ain't about to take our money."
Yeah. Oh,
A whole nother podcast.
yeah.
A whole nother podcast of that.
But
wow,
yes,
I ain't see that coming.
From what I understand, there were contractual things in the contract with Mariah Carey and whatever. As long, like the longer he stayed, the more money he made. Like if he ever leaves her, because I guess she realizes that, you know, she probably ain't shit, and you know, instead of him taking half, she was like, look, I'll give you money if I fuck this up, and.
But she didn't, did she?
Jury's still out, but he got paid.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I thought because he was making his own money, it's not like he was broke. He was just broke compared to her.
Yeah. Because somehow that dumbass Christmas song has made more money for her than anything else she's ever done. And she still makes money on that shit every fucking Christmas. I hate that song.
Why
so
you
much.
mad, man? Why you
fucking hate that song so much?
I hate it like a motherfucker, man.
Fuck you, man. I hate that song.
I don't like that song either because I got 2 girls who used to play it all the time. But like, I ain't about to hate on her. You know what I'm saying? Every time
I ain't hating on her for her getting her money. I just
every
fucking
time
hate
that song plays, she cashing checks, man.
Oh man. I mean, she did a Vegas residency based on that shit. Like, what the fuck? Once again, she's talented. And then she married some other dude. I don't know if she's still with that guy anymore. It's like crazy. It's like, hey, I'm gonna marry you so I can give you a shit ton of money because I can't take it with me. Marry me, bitch. Like, I'll be glad to sit here and do nothing. But, you know.
I mean, maybe that's just the way she pays for her hoes. And instead of like, you know, when she finds some quality dick, she marries it for a year or 2, make sure she can get that dick for a little while, and then she's like, all right, I'm done with you, take this check. Yeah. And once again, because you don't pay them for the sex, you pay them to leave.
And Nick gave her 2 kids, twins. Boom. He's like,
I mean, the one thing we know Nick Cannon can do
is impregnate chicks.
Exactly. He gets you pregnant.
His pullout game is horrible.
No, you can't say that. He's not trying to.
Yeah.
He's just not trying to. There's a difference.
Nick Cannon's pullout game is less tested than mine. And I have been very adamant about the fact that my shit is untested.
Yes.
He ain't trying to. He don't care.
Neither does Roby, apparently. So.
He's trying to make a village.
Well, that's what it takes to raise a kid, right?
Bro. The shit. I mean, that's why he works 5 million jobs, man. You got to pay for that shit.
That's not why he works 5 million jobs.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's part of it. But hey, here's what it is. All right, thank you, AG. Mo B, man, what's on your mind? What's your screen just stuck on you and Average Joe Bear?
It's cool,
your shit ain't moved in like 10 minutes.
And I'm all right with that. Like, it's a good steal right there. But yeah, man, it's. I don't normally talk about sports for real on what's on my mind, but I'm gonna talk about sports for a second. Like, thank you and fuck you to the San Antonio Spurs all at the same time. First of all, I've always been a Popovich fan, even though he's not there, but you know, still pretty much.
He's like a general manager or something.
He's the president of basketball.
Yeah.
But look, man, I'm super ecstatic that I don't have to watch OKC play basketball anymore. It just is what it is, man. I just hate watching them play basketball because, I mean, I'm not really convinced that they just play basketball. It seems like most of the time they're just flailing about. Somebody described Shea, and it was the greatest description I think I've heard of Shea, the way he plays basketball. He was like, he's a Toy Story character, and he was like, it's like the boy's about to walk in the room every time he's going to take a shot, and his body just collapses. And I was like, yes, he's Woody. He's basically playing. He's out here being Woody, and the boy's about to walk in the room.
Yeah.
But I look, man, Wemby is so easy to root for that I can't help but finding myself rooting for him even more. But all I kept thinking, because Shea played outstanding in Game 7. Like, and that's the thing, Shea's such a good basketball player. That's why I get so mad at the flopping. But he played so great. And all I kept thinking after they lost wasn't, yeah, man, San Antonio and OKC, what a great series. Or, oh, man, Wemby might have a chance to, get a ring so early. All I kept thinking was, if Shea played this well in Game 7 and they didn't win, and in Game 7, one of the common things was he wasn't really flopping a lot. Oh, man, he about to double and triple down on that shit next year. He gonna be like, man, fuck that shit. Every time I touch the ball, I'm falling on the ground. Like, because he's gonna be like, man, this straight up playing basketball thing ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tried that shit. And we lost. I had to watch Chet's bitch ass only take 2 shots and get dunked after Wemby dunked on him in the beginning of the game. Chet just decided, you know what? I'm 7'2", but yeah, when he dunked on me, I turned into, a little bitch. Or maybe, you know what? I don't believe you ever turn into that. I think you just kind of got that in you a little bit, like you just got that in you a little bit. Like, I ain't saying he's full flow. I ain't saying he's a full-fledged bitch, but what I'm saying is, like some people have sickle cell anemia trait. Maybe Chet has main stage bitch trait. Because I can't imagine being that tall, that talented, that gifted, playing an entire game and only taking 2 shots. Never. My fat, chubby ass right now getting an NBA game, and if you told me that I gotta get some shots up, I bet you I get more than 2 up. They might not be good shots. You know what I'm saying?
They might even be half court, bitch. But like,
if Chet had a James Harden performance where he went like 1 for forever, like we took like 30 shots and only made 2, I'd be like, hey man, dude had the worst game of his life in Game 7. Shit happened. But when you only take 2 shots, it's like, oh man, that motherfucker was scared. That dude was terrified. Wemby dunked on him at the beginning of the game, and it was just like, nope, I ain't doing this shit. Which makes it so much more easier to root for Wemby, because Wemby don't like that dude. It's obvious that he don't like that dude, but he ain't really demonstrative towards that dude, and that's the worst type of hate right there. And Ruben, you're gonna say you can look at me like he's not that demonstrative. Yeah, he might flex a little bit, but he ain't out here Kevin Garnett calling him bitch ass nigga the whole game or something like that. Which
you don't need to.
But see, that's the thing, Ruben. A lot of people would. First of all,
I'm saying
you dunk on somebody like that. He didn't really make a facial expression. He looked towards his bench and kept playing. Can you think about when Sean Kemp dunked on a motherfucker? He started pointing at the motherfucker. Like, what I'm saying is, like, Wemby could be that, but he's not. And that, to me, I love that. I love that, hey, I don't like you. Everybody knows I don't like you, but I ain't got to make a public spectacle about it, because at the end of the day, I'm me and you're you, and everybody's going to see that. So I feel like Wemby's like, I could be demonstrative towards Chet, but like, you being Chet is demonstrative enough. Like, what do I have to do?
all I'm gonna say is it'd be one thing if that was the first time he dunked on him like that, but it's not. He did that shit in the first game of the series, and he was like, "Bitch, sit down." And he took like 3 shots in the first game, and he was non-existent after
Once
that.
again, Ruben, you could name times where he's dunked on him like that, but you can't name you can't name what he did afterwards. He didn't do a celebration dance. He didn't point
Now he got
at
to flex
him.
a little bit, not in front of him, but he didn't have to.
That's
because
what
that
I'm
was worse.
saying, though, Ruben. That's what I'm saying. Like it's the best type of animosity. It's the best type of animosity.
Yeah, I'm gonna dunk on you and not even acknowledge your fucking presence.
Like honestly,
Because you too small, bitch.
the thing, I'm not the hugest Jordan stan, but that was what was so cool about how Jordan was demonstrative towards people. He would kind of look at you a little bit, maybe say a word or two, but then it was just like, nah, I just gotta bust your ass the whole game. And
But he wasn't even the worst one. He wasn't even the worst one. Larry Bird.
No. Different type. Because Larry Bird talked cash shit the entire game. There's legendary stories about how much shit Larry Bird talked. That's what I'm saying. You don't hear shit about Wemby talking. He does a similar thing to Jordan. He gives you a look, and it's just like, oh, this what
But
we
a
do.
lot of these guys don't really talk. That's the problem. They don't talk enough.
Bro, what game are you watching? Man, it's a whole bunch of words being said. They don't necessarily want to do anything. Like that's why I don't like the tough guy talk. Cause like y'all niggas ain't trying to fight nobody. Like it's too much money to be losing. Like I'm not even mad at you for not wanting to fight nobody. I'm not.
Has there?
I'm just like y'all are millionaires. Why y'all mad?
I'm sorry. I ain't mean to laugh so loud.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, AG.
Yeah.
You would have to buy. AG, if me and you were playing basketball, the violation, if we were both making $30-40 million a year to do this, the violation that you would have to bestow upon me,
like punch you in the nuts.
Want to punch
I'm
you?
gonna fuck you up.
No, that wouldn't work. I would have to call his wife out his name.
It'd be so much you'd have to do because I'd be like, I'm not about to let you talk me out this bad.
Because if I get hurt trying to hurt you and vice versa, that could mean tens of millions of dollars.
About to talk me out this bag, man. Like, you got to do some serious violation.
Now he might show up at my door after he retires, because you don't forget what I had to have said to him for him to even think about trying to hit me.
I'm the Carmelo Anthony of it. Like I'm gonna be waiting outside the locker room.
See,
and we need to have a talk. But while we're on the court with cameras and everything, hey, bro, you can say whatever you want, bro. Like, all right, yeah, whatever.
However, shout out to Ron Hopper's kid, because when Caruso hacked the other dude, first thing he did was went down, because that dude looked like he was about to go get at it.
Oh, he grabbed.
Sat down and he grabbed him. He's like, nah, player, we about to win this shit. We going to the finals. Fuck this shit. You are not fighting. And he just held him, man. I was like, that's smart thinking right there. Because that dude looked like, I am street motherfucker. Who are you? White boy, what is your problem? Like, that's what he looked like. He was about to call Caruso all sort of his names out. And then, Caruso did that shit on purpose, because he's whatever. And I mean, I'm not really hating on it.
Because he's a fan favorite.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good move. I ain't gonna front. But like, he was trying to get him kicked out the game, which was smart.
He's a fan
because he was busting their ass.
Bomani Jones affectionately called them the OKC Blue Devils, and I was like, man, that's a very accurate view of them, man. The OKC Blue, because it's like they dirty, but you got to acknowledge that they cold. You know what I'm saying? They can play basketball.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the dude that's like, oh, Shea sucks. He just be flopping. Like, no, fuck that. Shea can ball, whether
he does flop way
too
goddamn much.
It's just annoying.
It's hard to flop against Wemby though. It just is. You can't get close enough.
Well, it's not even just Wemby, man. It's just the whole team flops. The whole OKC team just flops about. And I'm just thinking,
Chet didn't flop enough then.
No, he flops. There's a couple of fouls that got overturned because when they did the replay, you realize nobody.
No, I'm talking about yesterday. He didn't flop enough because he only had 2 shots.
None of the OKC people flopped enough. As far as Shea's concerned, they're probably going to have a whole training camp about how we can draw more fouls. The only egregious flop that I saw Shay do was on that 3-pointer attempt where the dude jumped beside him and Shay jumps completely away from the basket.
Oh,
It's
God.
like, how are we rewarding this, man?
I'm so sick of that foul.
And they're like, oh, what a crafty move by the veteran. No, that's a bitch-ass move.
Yeah. You know he can't do shit, and you jump right into him, and you know they're going to call the fucking foul, which honestly should be not a foul. It should be an offensive foul because he jumps into them.
Which is supposed to be. If it's a non-natural shooting motion, they're not.
Yeah.
It's in the rules not to reward them.
Yeah,
But,
so.
Rules are different. But like I said, man, I'm happy the Spurs won. But all I kept thinking was, man, the Thunder are gonna be flopping. They got to do something about the rule, man. They got to do something because I just can't imagine the amount of fake injuries Shai Gilgeous is gonna have every game next year. It's like the Key and Peele skit about the soccer thing where they were trying to draw the red card. Like every time Shai goes to the lane, man, you're gonna think somebody assassinated him until he has to go shoot his 2 free throws, and magically he'll be fine.
Oh. Hilarious. Awesome.
But yeah, man, that's it, man. I was super excited because I love Wemby. I'm a big fan of but not just Wemby. I'm a fan of that whole Spurs team, man. That whole Spurs team.
They're young and they're gritty.
Yeah, man. There's nothing I dislike about that team. The only thing I'm going to dislike about that team is like in 3 years when they got to break them up because all of them are going to want to get paid.
Yeah. So, awesome. Thank you. Couple quick things, then we're going to wrap this up. First of all, as far as what's on my mind, very simple, right? I believe the greatest place other than the bathroom to get peace is driving in a car by yourself. Because you get to listen to any fucking piece of music that you can pull up on your Spotify. Now, it is, we have, if you've been watching this show, you probably think a lot of my music choices are questionable. And you would be right. And I don't give a fuck about what you think. But there is nothing that's more pleasurable than to listen to a piece of so-called questionable music and singing my ass down the interstate. Bro, I don't give a fuck if you're watching me because I'm in my zone, bitch. And it's great. Whether you hear what I'm singing or not. And yes, there are some questionable hits that I have on my Spotify. But once again, as I said earlier, I don't give a fuck what you think. So, there. Everybody should have that kind of peace. And if you don't drive, hopefully you have that peace when you walk it. Because, there's nothing better than music peace and nobody can say shit about what the fuck you're listening to. It's the greatest shit ever. I know I entertain people while I drive, and I don't give a fuck. So, man. And number 2, yo, man, there's no way I can let this episode go without giving a shout out to Mo B. It's his birthday today.
Hey, happy birthday, man. I didn't know that.
Thank you.
So, hey, man, I'm glad you're a little bit older and you're a little bit more wiser. And
I don't know about that second part.
He showed up on this show. I don't know how about you. How
Yeah,
Well,
definitely older. That's true.
He's older though.
It's shit like that. So, congrats to Mo B on his special day. And, the fact that you had a whole bunch of people cook for you, you know what? One day I hope that happens to me. Because
I had
that shit
a whole bunch of people cook for me. I had a couple people cook a lot of stuff for me.
Well, shit. You know what you did, though? Not a damn thing. You ain't cook shit. So,
I'm not disputing that.
So, that's all I'm saying, man. All I'm saying is you ain't do shit. And the people who probably cooked for you, I'm pretty sure shit was good. So like, hey man, what was it? Best way to a man's heart is through food. That's straight up. That's why I'm fat now. But you know, that's because I love myself. So with that being said, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to a brand new episode of 5 Minute Warning. Sorry we're a little late, but you know what? We still get it in. Appreciate you. But normally we are here at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on every Sunday. Tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. Once again, JTD Creations, thank you, sponsor. If you need shirts or anything, stuff on your Stanley, you know, that sort of thing, hit them up on their Facebook page, JTD Creations. They're good people and they do good work. Also, yeah, let's do this shit again next week, but we're going to be on time next week. So I appreciate it. Thank you again. Thank you to Moby. Thank you to AG. And of course, thank you to you for listening and just being here with us, because we talk a lot of shit and you still like to listen. So we appreciate it. Now, with that being said, we will see you next week. You know, as always, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.